Hello, everyone. Today is my birthday. So I turned 26 years old today. I don't really feel 26, and I'm going to keep calling myself 25 for the next 5 months. Anyway, so yeah. Today I did not really meditate that much in the past 24 hours. Instead, I spent a lot of time with a coworker who kept talking to me about a lot of stuff that I didn't really want to hear about his life. It was his conversation was interesting, but it was just there was a lot of negativity in his conversation, and I didn't really want to talk about anything negative with anyone, especially on my birthday. That's kind of one thing I'm trying to figure out how to do is I don't feel like I can really say to a coworker, let's talk about something else, especially when I don't even know them. I just feel like that's kind of rude and mean. But yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how do you maintain a high vibration in this world when we're surrounded by so many people always criticizing things and being negative all the time. And I feel like it's easy with my friends. With my friends, I can just be like, let's talk about something else. Or I can just change the conversation in a subtle way. Or I can just be like, oh, I have to go do this thing. And bye. Then just leave if they start getting really negative. And so, yeah, if you find yourself surrounded by people who complain a lot about things, or if your friends or family complain a lot about things, I would suggest, my first tip is just change the conversation, if you can. My second tip is just try to not react too much to their negativity. If they're wanting you to complain with them about something, then just kind of be like, oh yeah, that's too bad. Feel sympathy for them, but try not to put yourself in their shoes too much. You want to be an empathetic person, but you don't want to be so feeling the emotions of your friends and family when they're going through tough times that you can't maintain being in a high vibration when you're around them. Because the point is, you can't help anyone feel better with anything you say or do, usually, unless you're feeling pretty good yourself first. You have to be happy first before you can get the right words and take the right actions that are actually going to help that person feel happier. That's why when you're happy and you're in the vortex, you have a much higher power of influence over other people. You can get people to, basically, when you're in the vortex, most of the time, everyone is going to either have to match your vibration and you're training their vibration up just by being around them, or they'll have to leave your experience, probably. So you might end up not really talking to that person as much anymore. But Abraham Hicks says that that doesn't happen very often. Abraham says that more often than not, most of your friends will still be your friends even when you go on this journey of finding happiness and being happy. It's just that there are vibrational differences, and so some people in your life who were just always going to be super negative people, when you start being happy all of the time, it's not that they're going to be mad at you necessarily for being happy. It's just that there's just going to be such a big vibrational difference that if that person isn't going to start training their vibration up when you're around them, then if they're going to stay negative all the time, no matter what it seems like you do, then that's why a lot of times when you're a person that was like maybe always depressed and you always had friends who were also always depressed, that's why a lot of times people who have depression and then they have like depressed friends, when they start getting happy, all their depressed friends kind of might not really talk to them as much anymore. Maybe you're still friends with them, but you just don't really hang out like you used to hang out, because they're just always going to be very depressed. And there's nothing wrong with, like, I don't want people to just stop talking to their friends just because you're trying to be happy. Don't feel like you need to cut people out of your life. Like, try to keep all of your friends and family in your life no matter what, because that's what a true friend would do. You would try to keep your friends and keep your family members in your life that you actually really want in your life. You would try to keep them in your life no matter what. But if those people start suddenly not talking to you as much, or maybe they don't text you as much, or you just kind of don't really, you find that you're not really hanging out with them as much, just know that it's only because of that vibrational difference now. And that your friends are going to have to either train their vibration up with you, or and if they don't train their vibration up with you, then you'll know that that's the type of person that's probably just going to be negative and stuck in that low vibration for a long time, maybe forever. But they might start raising their vibration eventually. It's just because they're friends with you, maybe eventually their vibration will train up with you. It just might take a lot of time. So just remember that also when you raise your vibration, you're going to eventually start making friends with people who are at the same vibrational, who are also at a high vibration. So it's a win-win really. And then you'll find that your friendships are much deeper and more meaningful, and your interactions with people are happier, and your friendships with people are happier, and your relationships are a lot happier when you get happy first. And that is my toilet, which does this sometimes. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about that. And so like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content and on my videos. And yeah, I do law of attraction videos pretty much every day, but usually like at least once a week. But I pretty much do law of attraction videos